Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're talking about Amazon and how Amazon stock went down $42 a share today. A huge move down for Amazon. Why did this happen? They reported earnings yesterday. So their earnings must have been horrible, right? They must have done just awful. Maybe not so much. We're going to get into that and actually look at those earnings and see what they reported. And then also, I think there's a lesson to be learned for all you guys out there who maybe want to dabble in these high flyer stocks a bit. Maybe there's something to be learned here. Let's go ahead and get right into this. So let's look at the numbers that Amazon actually reported yesterday. Net sales increased 29% to $32.7 billion in the third quarter compared to $25.4 billion in the third quarter of 2015. Right off the bat, holy smokes, you're going to tell me that stock went down $42 a share today and they reported 29% revenue growth? They reported an increase to $32.7 billion in revenue? You're going to tell me that stock went down based upon a quarter like this? Holy smokes. Let's look into this a little deeper. The next sentence just talks about the favorable impact from year-over-year changes in foreign exchange rates throughout the quarter on net sales was $52 million, so hardly anything. Operating income was $575 million in the third quarter compared to $406 million in the third quarter of 2015. Net income was $252 million in the third quarter, or 52 cents per diluted share, compared to $79 million or 17 cents per diluted share in third quarter 2015. So once again, they're killing what they did last year. Look at that. You're talking about like a triple up, basically, over a triple up of what they reported last year for earnings. They did 52 cents in this quarter. Last year, they did 17 cents. That's a dramatic increase in net income. Yet the stock went down. The stock went down. Why could this be? Why could this be? Well, let's look at Amazon for a second. So it went down $42 a share. That's over 5% today. And look at that PE, 621 for that PE ratio. For you guys who might not know where it is, it's on the right-hand side, third from the bottom. PE of 621. 621 is a PE. That's an insane PE. So this is obviously one of those high flyer stocks that sometimes they can do so many great things and report just phenomenal numbers, and yet the stock will still get killed. And this is the case with Amazon here, where the company reported what should be considered a phenomenal quarter, guys. This is a phenomenal quarter. Growing revenue by that amount, when you're this big of a company already, growing net income at the rate they grew it. But when you have a 621 PE and a forward PE of 73 on Amazon, and a lot of people don't even sometimes believe the forward PE on Amazon just for the strict fact that Jeff Bezos decides to sometimes he shows them the profitability, the shareholders, and he'll pull back on expenses a bit. And just kind of like, hey, look at this. And then all of a sudden it starts expending again on this and that and this and that. And that's how they've expanded this company so big. So the forward PE is almost meaningless sometimes with Amazon. You really don't know. But 621 is the current PE. So when you're such a high-flying stock like this, you really have to, be perfect. I mean, how can 29% revenue growth, how can going from 17 cents in earnings last year to 52 cents not just be unbelievable and have your stock shoot higher? But in Amazon's case, it was not good enough. Next page up we're looking at here, we're looking at what the analysts think. Look at how bullish the analysts are. All you see there is buy rating after buy rating after strong buy rating. Look it down toward the bottom. Recommended trends from analysts. 15 currently have it as a strong buy, 27 have it as a buy, 4 have it as a hold, and only one analyst has it as a sell. So the amount of bullishness on Amazon is just unbelievable right now. Everybody's very bullish on Amazon. For a quick reference, I'm bullish on Amazon. I've never owned an Amazon share. I probably won't ever own an Amazon share. But I absolutely believe in Amazon's future and how they're going to completely dominate retail. I believe they will be a $1 trillion market cap company in 10 years from now. I absolutely do. I think they're one of 3 companies who will reach that. Apple being one, Facebook being another, Amazon being another. I can definitely see all 3 of those companies potentially being a $1 trillion market cap in the next 10 years. And Amazon, I think, is one of those. So, and I'm an Amazon consumer. I buy a lot of crap on Amazon. I'll be honest. I buy so much on Amazon. So I really like the company. It's just not a stock for me personally I would invest in. I can't invest in something. It's out of my discipline to invest in a PE ratio that's that high unless I know something's going to turn drastically better for the company that the next year or something. So it's not a stock for me, but look at how many gains I've missed out on by not being in the stock. So some people will feel comfortable with it. Maybe you can get gains, but this just kind of goes to show you guys that sometimes in the stock market things don't make sense. Amazon just gave great numbers, just unbelievable numbers, and yet their stock goes down $42 a share today. Why? Who knows? They'll blame it on maybe their margins weren't good enough or something. They'll blame it on something, but it's just crazy. That's just the stock market for you, and that's the danger of messing around with this kind of stuff I was doing last year, which was really dumb. I would try to play short-term earnings. I would see a company that I might thought, oh, you know what? I know this company's going to blow away earnings, or they're going to report this, and their stock should shoot up. And then a lot of times they would. They would report great earnings, they would beat numbers or whatever, and then the stock would still go down the next day. And I'm like, I just lost a freaking ton of money because I thought it was, they were going to report great numbers. They reported great numbers, and then the stock still goes down. So sometimes that's just the stock market, and you cannot try to do that kind of stuff unless you're really special at that. If you're really special at short-term trading, good for you. Anyways, I just want to share this with you guys today. I thought this was a good learning experience. And subscribe if you haven't. I talk a ton about personal finance in this channel, entrepreneurship. I'm a business owner. I talk a lot about that. And I talk a lot about the stock market and do little videos like we did today. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.